Why are we the most connected generation in human history, yet we feel more isolated than any who came before us? We've traded genuine presence for digital proximity, mistaking a blue light glow for actual warmth. Tonight, we're dissecting something uncomfortable: how hyperconnectivity is quietly starving your soul. In a very crowded room, you have 1,000 friends in your pocket, but no one to sit with in the silence. You can text anyone, call anyone, DM anyone. But when your mind gets loud at 2 a.m., there's no one really there. We are living in a paradox where constant accessibility creates a deep, hollow isolation that no notification can ever heal. And the truth is, digital intimacy isn't solving loneliness. It's manufacturing it. We are losing something sacred: our ability to sit alone without feeling abandoned. We're always reachable, but rarely understood, seen, but not felt. Your phone gives you something that looks like connection, but it's a counterfeit version, a simulation. And the more you consume it, the more your soul forgets what real connection even feels like. Let's start with the biggest lie: that being digitally close means being emotionally close. In 2026, technology has evolved fast. We have haptic feedback, spatial computing, video calls so real they feel like you're in the same room. But here's the problem: your brain knows the difference. You can see someone in 4K resolution, hear their voice in perfect clarity, but your body, your nervous system, doesn't respond the same way. Because real connection isn't visual, it's chemical. It's the subtle release of oxytocin when you sit next to someone, when your energies sync, when silence feels safe. A screen cannot replicate that, no matter how advanced it becomes. And then there's the dopamine trap. Scrolling gives you fast hits, quick validation, endless novelty. But real conversations? They're slow, awkward sometimes, unpredictable. And your brain, conditioned by speed, starts rejecting depth. You don't lose connection overnight. You lose your tolerance for it. There was a time when being alone meant something powerful. It meant reflection, clarity, self-discovery. Now, being alone feels like something is missing. Why? Because you're never truly alone anymore, even in silence. Your mind is tethered to a device, notifications, messages, the urge to check something. This is what I call lonely togetherness. You're surrounded by digital noise, but disconnected from your own thoughts. And here's the dangerous part: your inner voice, the one that builds identity, is getting drowned out. No boredom, no stillness, no mental space. And without that space, you don't discover who you are. You only react to who the world wants you to be. And when the connection drops, when Wi-Fi disappears, you feel it. That anxiety, that restlessness, that emptiness. Not because you're alone, but because you've become dependent on distraction. Now let's talk about something uncomfortable. Vulnerability is no longer private. It's content. People are sharing their deepest pain, not to heal, but to be seen, to be validated, to be engaged with. This is staged authenticity, curated breakdowns, filtered sadness, perfectly timed vulnerability. And slowly, your real emotions start feeling less real than your online version. You begin to ask yourself, am I actually feeling this? Or am I performing this? And here's the cost. When everything is shared publicly, nothing feels safe privately. You stop building deep, messy, imperfect bonds. Because real connection isn't aesthetic, it's uncomfortable, it's raw, and it cannot be edited. Real relationships require friction, disagreements, misunderstandings, repair. But digital culture? It has removed all of that. Now, when things get hard, people don't talk. They disappear, ghosting, blocking, ignoring. Why? Because technology has made people feel replaceable. Too many options, too little effort. And then there's something deeper. We've lost non-verbal communication. No eye contact, no tone, no body language, just text. And text is a terrible translator of emotion. So what happens? Misunderstandings increase, patience decreases, emotional exhaustion rises. We are becoming a generation that fears discomfort more than disconnection. So what's the way out? You don't need to reject technology, but you do need to redefine your relationship with it. Welcome to something I call radical presence, a quiet rebellion. In a world addicted to distraction, you choose depth. It starts small, putting your phone away during conversations, letting silence exist without filling it, spending time with people without documenting it, and most importantly, building digital fences, not walls. Fences, boundaries that protect your attention, your energy, your inner world. Choose high-friction experiences, long conversations, walks without phones, moments that aren't optimized, but felt. Because here's the truth. Connection was never meant to be instant. It was meant to be built. Imagine a future where we use technology, not to replace connection, but to arrive at it. Where messages lead to meetings, where calls lead to presence, where screens don't compete with reality, they guide us back to it. Because at the end of the day, you don't need more notifications. You need more moments, more presence, more truth, more real, and maybe, just maybe, the connection you've been searching for online is waiting for you. Offline. Before you go, I want you to be honest. With me and with yourself. When was the last time you felt truly connected to someone? Without a screen in between? Was it recent? Or does it feel like a distant memory? Comment below. Real, if you're ready to build genuine connections again. Or lost, if you feel stuck in this digital illusion. I read every comment, and your story might help someone else feel less alone. If this video made you pause and think, share it with someone who needs to hear this. And subscribe to Mind Captain PRII. Because here, we don't escape reality. We understand it.